Good morning, everybody. It is June 22nd. I think that makes it the second full day of summer. I am at a new location. I drove an hour and a half from home. Um, did it say it was 9:11 in the morning, so it's still early in the morning, so I left early. Um, to try to beat the heat and get out to a new location that I saw on the maps that looks like there's potential. It's a park area near a lake, and there's like a playground on that side of the road and not on this side of the road, so I'm on this side of the road trying to detect. Later, I imagine there's going to be families and stuff coming out to the playground, so I'll hightail it then when it gets busy, and it'll probably be hot. But we're trying it out, and my second signal that I dug, my first one was a pull tab, and I'm using my new Garrett pouch here. Thank you, as a Christmas present from my kids. Finally getting to break it in, although my daughter broke it in first. My oldest daughter used it first. Anywho, I've got a good target. I've got something desirable here that I have not found, but I don't even know if I found one this year. I think I did, but let's see what I got. This was a horrible signal. The ground here there's something up with the ground. But I got an Indian head. I got an 1891 Indian head. I could only get this signal in one direction too. So there's got to be some iron in the ground here. I'll check it out, but I got myself an IHP to start the day. Is that awesome or what? I love it. Okay, this is not the same coin. This is literally 2 feet further away, and this was just 2 inches down, 3 inches down probably. I got another Indian head. This one's crusty though. Look at all the crust on it. Let me see if I can clean it up just a little bit. I can see a date peeking through down there. 1893. 1893. I'll clean it up when I get home. But check that out. Another Indian head. Already an excellent day. All right. Signals are a little skimpy here. It's already getting hot. Even with a do-rag on, I am sweating. It's dripping down underneath my eyes. Like my cheeks are sweating. Both sets. Anyways, this I think I locked onto. I'm not sure terribly what it is, a cap to something. But in the hole, I also ended up with this. Check this out. I'm not sure what it is, but it's much cooler than that is, I believe. So I'll definitely take it. We're going to keep going. It is currently 9:51, so I haven't even been here an hour, and I'm already sweating to death. But I brought 2 bottles of water with me, so we're going to keep going as long as we can. Honestly, I was wondering when I was going to get one of these. Get in a better light. There we go. Winchester shotgun shell head stamp. First one I found here, and I'm kind of surprised by that. Thought I'd find more. Of course, the day is still young. Okay, I should have dug this. It was one of those signal sets like, okay, it was hitting harder one way than the other, but it was hitting around silver range. So I almost thought of live digging, and I thought, nah, it's just going to be garbage. I think I got silver, and this is how it came out of the ground. I'm still holding down my shovel here. There's a clump of dirt fell on it, but look at that right there. That's how it came out. It was on the bottom of the plug and then fell off. Oh my gosh. I got myself a barber. I haven't found a barber dime in forever, and it's beautiful. Look at that. A 1906 barber. Sweet. So I've got 2 Indian heads and a barber dime here at this location. I'd say it was a good day to come here. And it is 9:58, have not been here an hour yet. Freaking amazing. Loving life at the moment. This is different. I did not expect this. This did not seem like such a big signal. I think since we're near a lake, this is actually supposed to go in a boat on the side, and an oar goes through there and it pivots as you you know, paddle. I think that's what that is. I'm not sure, but I think that's just for an oar. Interesting find. It's going to weigh me down, that's for sure, because it's heavy. Okay, this may turn out to be nothing, but I got to show you this. Right there. Okay, let me turn my headphones back on. Okay. We're going to live dig this one and see what that is. Because that's exactly how that Barbie was ringing up. Not the doll, the dime. So we're going to see what we get here. My pinpointer. And it's in the hole, which I like. Sorry about that. I hit a button and I noticed I had started over on my recording. So here we are. We got the hole where we left it. Got something down there. Let's see if we can find something good. Still down there. And I get our other golf ball. Ugh, dirt in my mouth. Whatever it is, it's pretty deep. That's that. Come on, be something good. It would suck to go through this much work for an old bottle cap or something. I don't like that. Holy cow. Maybe that way. It's going to be the world's longest live dig, as I'm here holding the camera by myself. Feel something down here, I think. So it's probably going to be bigger than I believe it to be, than I started out believing it would be anyways. And I think that's a root. Let me see if I can get whatever this is and we'll be back. Alright, I think it was worth it. I had to get physical. Check this out. It's not silver, but we got something good. A whole lantern top. Check that out. The whole assembly. That's sweet. And if I clean this off, I'll probably find a date on that. But I'm going to put this in the pocket just like it is. Try to knock out a little bit more of the dirt there. So it doesn't get so much dirt in the pouch. This is what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's sweet. I'll take that any day. So, another good find here. It's been a good day so far. Let's keep going. Alright. Literally 8 feet away, I just got this. There's some nails and wire. That looks like it could be a modern nail. No, that maybe a square nail. We'll put it in a pouch and clean it up and look at it later. That's definitely part of a square nail of some sort. And but check this out. Got another lantern piece hole. well, hole, it's separated, but you know what I mean. Another lantern top. That's sweet. It's a multiple Indian head day, multiple lantern top day. I'm due another Barbie. Let's see what we can find. All right, this is interesting. I'm not sure what this is entirely, but this is the primary target I found, and I smacked it. A tag of some sort. I don't know what kind of tag. Heavy is all I know. We'll clean it up when I get home. If anybody recognizes this, let me know. Almost looks like 01 instead of 10. Interesting though. We'll keep going. All right, 3 minutes. I'll have been here 2 hours. And I just found my third lantern piece. This is a part of the top, but not the whole piece, obviously. But weird, I'm just in the same line that all of these have been within 20-25 feet of each other, so pretty wild, but we'll definitely take it. Well, there you have it, guys. I left about 11:33. It's the next day, actually. I had stuff to do when I get home. It seems like I've always got something to do, so taking my time up. But I was able to get out for about 2.5 hours. I left about 11:33, like I said. And 2.5 hours at a new spot that I had expected to be detected quite heavily. And I found some pretty good stuff. I think it warrants going back there again. I've got my, I didn't do a really careful gridding. A couple of places like where I found those IHPs and that Barbee, I did a little bit of a gridding, but not real careful. I mean, I spaced my rows apart pretty widely and stuff like that. I want to go back with the Equinox and go over the same areas and see what I can find, see if there's anything different. The ground was really weird. I think there's a lot of iron and stuff in the ground, so it's masking and hiding a lot of things. I found tons of nails in the hole with other things, so it's really hard to pull out those other things, but I think we did good. Let me show you what we've got. This is just the stuff I set out to display. Pretty interesting stuff. Of course, any old spot like that, you're going to find a shotgun shell head stamp generally, and I found a couple of other pieces of ammo. I think that's a 32. It's too big to be a 22, but it's rimfire, and I think the only other thing would be like a 32. This is a 38. I think it's a 38 special. I thought this was part of a harmonica reed plate, but that looks to be broken across the entire edge, and if it were a reed plate, it would just have a spot on each end, and this would be finished where the reed, the opening for the reed would have been. So after looking closer, I don't think it's a reed plate. This I found with that little bead thing. Still don't know what it is, and I think this is what I hit on, and that was just a secondary target. But hey, we will take secondary targets. Part of an old file. The other part was still on the ground. I did not feel like pulling it out, so I left it. A bunch of old, here's some of the nails that I kept. Some of these are really nice examples of square nails. All square nails, every one of them. I'm not sure what this is. I think part of like a factory piece. This could have been two halves of some sort of something that held another piece, like a bearing or something in place. Got this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, a relic or a piece of trash. It says Chance 2T on the end. Hey, looky. Pepper. Pepper. My kitty cats. Coming to see what's going on. Oh, those eyes are huge. I never, her butt's in my face. Okay, get the other way. There you go. She's rubbing up against stuff. Anywho, cat's always got to be involved. I got this tag. It just says 10 on the end. It's a heavy tag, too. Copper tag. I don't know what it would be, too. If anybody's seen anything that would I mean, it's not like a crop picker token or anything like that. It's just too big and heavy. So I'm thinking like a utility tag of some sort. I'm not sure. This, I think, is an oar holder for a boat. The bottom part broke off, but on the side of the boat, you usually have these spots with holes in them where this would sit down in. Your oar would go, and this lets, as you paddle, it lets your oar swivel back and forth. So I think that's all that is. But it's cool. I don't think I've ever found one, so that would be a first. Found these lantern parts. Lots of lantern parts. This is like the one part of the center from one. That was something completely separate. Found this one that is mostly all whole. You take a look at it, it's pretty much all there. And this would have been the bottom. That would be the top. And you can make out on the side. I think this one is the one that says 18. Oh, I don't remember which is which. One of the two that I've got has 1889 on it, and the other is harder to make out, but I think it said 1860. And I don't know if that you're going to be able to see either of them here. This, I think, would have been the top where this piece would have been. And this probably would have been it. And this was all folded down. That one little piece there is trying to break off. This is pretty brittle, and I just got it caught. There we go. I'm trying to be careful. Now this one over here had a tiny piece of wick still inside it. That's cool. Never found a piece of wick still inside one, especially if that is even 1889. To be 1889, if that's the 1889 one and have a piece of wick still inside it, that's over 100 years old. That is fantastic. 1906 Barbee dime. Barbies went all the way up to 1916, so it's not like late year or anything. No mint mark. So this one that have been just shy of 20 million, like 19.5 million of these minted. 1891 Indian head cent. That looks really nice, really good shape. I pretty much did not. Oh, actually, no. This one got a little bit of toastiness on the back, but that's it. Other than that, pretty good. That's really nice. And then the 1893, the date come through on that one really easily, but everything else did not. Everything else is really toasty. But I'll take it. It's an Indian head. I love it. And there's that little dot thing. It's got a little bit of weight to it too. In the back, almost looks like a pin mount would have been put there. It's old, whatever it is. So fantastic day getting out. It was hot. By the time I left, I had gone through 2 different do-rags, and the first one I had sweat enough to get it fairly well soaked. And the second one, in the woods where I was at, there wasn't a huge amount of air movement, and there was a lot of dips and valleys and stuff like that would hide what little air movement there was. So it just kind of built up and got miserable, and that's just how it is sometimes. You gotta work your way through those things if you want to get out and do the things you enjoy doing. And I'm not going to complain about it at all. If I can go to Menards is where I got my stuff and get a do-rag for $3 and take a couple of those with me, hey, that works for me. So anyhow, glad I got a chance to go out. Wish you guys would have been there with me, and I definitely will be going back. Even though it was an hour and a half away, I came away with some magnificent stuff, and to me that's well worth the drive. So I guess that's it. I've got other stuff to do, like I said, so I'm going to go out and do that kind of stuff and enjoy the day. You guys get out there and do the things you enjoy doing in life. If you're finding great things metal detecting, let me know what you're finding, and we'll see you later.